Hi, I'm Dave Stewart. I'm the community group's pastor. We're starting a new series this week called Family of Origin. Pastor Miles shared in his sermon how we all come from families that are maybe a little bit messed up, some more messed up than others. And as we go through this series, our hope is that we would grow, that we would maybe deal with some of the baggage from our past and become more healthy in our ability to relate to others, both to our human family, but also to our spiritual family. As you study through this curriculum as a group, may you take time to own one another. Now that may seem really strange to you. How am I going to own somebody? That's not right, is it? And yet when Pastor Miles talked about owning one another, it was another way of saying loving each other deeply from the heart. Our hope is in these coming weeks that you would grow in relationship to one another, caring for each other, supporting one another, praying and lifting each other up, so that we might all grow closer to Jesus, becoming more like Him. Have a great study together.
Possession is to control something. When you possess something, you control it. We do not possess people. Ownership, now you might say, I don't own people anyway, but in this context, we're going to talk about ownership, is a commitment to someone. It is you owning your responsibility, the opportunity you have to nurture, invest, and love somebody. And now we're going to park here for a minute because I know this concept of owning someone is somewhat backwards. But I want to challenge you that we own each other and that we have made a commitment to each other to own our responsibility to nurture, invest, protect, belong, accept unconditionally one another. Okay, now I want you to look at John chapter 13, verse 15. And we're going to replace the word love with own. And the reason I'm replacing it is just, there's no question the word love means love. But we're going to use the word ownership, how I described it, so we can better understand what Christ is talking about when He says love. Because a lot of times we say, I love you, and we stab people in the back. Anybody can relate to that? We watered down love so much, and love needs to mean what it means. And this is part of what it means, is that I am there for you. Look what it says in chapter 13, verse 34 and 35. Jesus talking, John 13. A new commandment I give you, that you own one another, that you make a commitment to nurture, a commitment to invest, a commitment to be there unconditionally to one another. Just as I have owned you and loved you, that you also would own one another. By this you will know that you are my disciples, if you own one another. Okay? So we're talking about ownership.